back to the past, samurai jack.
His name's Olo, he's just like a samurai in a LA.
Strong like an edge of a samurai sword.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back. It's Hajime Academia, and we're here to get into this new exciting series we're both really into right now. It's called Samurai 8, The Tale of Hachimaru.
That's right. We're talking a little bit about what we liked and what we didn't like, and maybe what we see for the future of this thing, or what we want to see for the future.
Yeah, this series has a lot of potential. It started out not like most manga or animes that I've seen before. I'm really there's confusion in the beginning, but it's good confusion because I don't feel terribly lost while in there. It all feels new, and I'm excited to find out what they have to offer.
Right. So I'll say something I liked from the very beginning was the outer space scene from chapter 1. At the very beginning of this colored scene where they're in outer space, and we see maybe space whales and space turtles. And I just like that. I think that's a cool universe they're setting up there. And you've also got these samurais out in space. Cool mixture. So I like that. What about you?
Not only that, as you were saying, space in itself, that already shows you that this isn't going to be, and of course it's going to be compared to Naruto being another Kishimoto project. But the fact that they're already out in space already shows the potential of, either going to other planets or even battling other universes or whatever the case may be. It's so much potential with things going on involved in space.
Right. So the fate of the whole universe could be at stake.
Exactly.
In this manga. And I do want to see lots of space travel. I think going to other planets and seeing lots of different sorts of environments would be really cool. You could really do a lot with that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the main character a little bit, the Hachimaru, and what we think.
Yes, man. Hachimaru. I can tell that he's easily going to become, one of my favorites because, he already seems to have like this upbeat spark going for him. He had lived his life inside of a house, kept being tied up the entire time. So he's already got something on his shoulder as such. But with that being said, he's about to be able to explore not only his world, but maybe even the universe. And that's something that he's always wanted to, do. It's just be able to experience things. So I'm really excited for that for him.
It's intense that he goes from never leaving his house to being able to traverse the stars. Just like that.
Seriously.
So something I don't want to see from Hachimaru is him turning out to be a hero that's never getting hurt, that never loses. I want to see him get beaten down a couple times, and I want to see him grow from that. Because right now he seems kind of like he's not going to be beaten to me.
No?
Right. Like he took out that guy that's been a samurai for a long time in one hit. It just seemed too easy for me. And I hope that's not how the rest of his fights are going to go. I want to see some intense battles. I want to see him rough it.
Yeah, and to speak on that, that guy was a key holder from my understanding. And if you're supposed to be like this big old strong key holder, and this newly fresh, not even an hour old key holder is able to fuck with you in hand-to-hand combat, right? I mean, that doesn't seem very promising for the other, 6 key holders they need to face potentially in the future.
And I'm wondering about that. Are all of the samurai key holders, and there's only 7 samurai out there? Or are all the samurai key holders and you only need 7 of the keys?
Well, they talk about how the samurais are able to, defend the planet. So if they're saying that the samurai defends the planet and defends princesses, I don't think that means that you can only be a samurai by being a key holder, or like vice versa.
So you think there's samurais out there that do not have the keys?
I think that there are non-samurais with keys. But I also think that there are other samurais with keys.
Okay. But they call the spine of the samurai a key. Is this the same key as the keys needed to unlock Pandora's box?
I would think so. I would think so because, I mean, again, with it being so new, there's really no direction to look and research back to because we really only got these 3 chapters to work with.
Yeah, this is just one of those questions I guess we'll have to wait to have answered. Hachimaru's dog Hayatoro started off
A robot.
as a robot, right? Is he
Yes.
still a robot?
I don't know anything anymore, man. I don't think there's a single living substance in this show as of right now.
It's just so confusing.
It is seriously confusing.
They call them cyborgs, the samurai.
I'm a motherfucking cyborg.
Sorry, but and then you have this. So you got the space whales. You got these samurais. You've got Hachimaru's dog Hayatoro. They're all so mechanized.
Yes, the animals, the humans.
Yeah.
I mean, if anyone is probably Hachimaru's father, like that's it, to be like the single living, breathing, organ, blood based,
Even the cat
carbon
samurai.
based person, you know?
Right. The dog can even change his form. He can change his body, turn into a shield, and protect people. And he might as well be doing the fights for Hachimaru anyways.
If a merge, sort of like dog, cyborg, robot man thing can come into play at some point, I'm all for that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. It reminds me of like Mega Man. You know how he used to have his little red dog?
Yeah.
You can weaponize him.
Yeah. So Hayataro is kind of a star here. He can fly, become a shield. The dog's pretty awesome.
Yes.
And he meows.
Looking for some major shine time from a man.
Yep. Yeah, the cat's name is Daruma because when he first, I don't know, it's not because he looks like a Daruma.
So that's just what they call him, or it's been called.
Yeah, it's his name. But he just shows up looking like a Daruma, and his name happens to be Daruma.
Yeah. But not only is he a good luck charm, he is also an online genius.
This guy knows how to create video games.
Yeah, he's
along with being an expert sword fighter.
Yes.
And a cat.
All while being blind. He can code without eyesight. That man's genius.
Dude, right? How do you even know your stuff looks good?
Yeah.
It's online.
And it's VR. You have to have eyes to see VR.
Maybe VR of the future or the world they're in allows you to see in VR even if you're blind.
I mean, it could be more of a mental trajectory other than you watch it into, through the lens of a samurai.
So he distributes these games to try and find a samurai or someone who would make a good samurai, and all I can think is, why would you want a gamer to be a samurai?
Yeah.
You want somebody addicted to your video game to be a samurai?
Yeah. What makes you think that they would have all the right qualities to even be a full-fledged samurai in the making?
Yeah.
But that turns out to be the exact formula for the game, is to see if they're, worthy enough.
So are all the potential samurai these kids who just stay in their room all day and play video games?
I can at least say the top 2 players are exactly that.
Right?
For certain.
So we've been doing it right this whole time, staying home playing video games?
Yeah.
We could potentially save the world.
Just so you know. And protect princesses.
In chapters 2 and 3, we start getting introduced to, we get a new character. We get Nanashi, person with talking hands, Mrs. Left, and Mr. Right. I find his hands to be a little more interesting than he is. He's quite dull and a weakling who doesn't believe in himself, and it's a little annoying. But his hands are kind of funny. They bicker back and forth.
And they roast him.
Yeah, they give him a good one. He's so surprised when Hachimaru can see him. He's surprised that somebody can see him.
I'm not invisible.
And his hands just say, you're not invisible. People just ignore you. Yeah, so that was a good joke.
Feel like 3rd grade all over again.
Yeah. We also get new villains. These pig people who are driving a tank.
Shaped like a cake.
Yeah, and the least threatening tank you could have. And the not threatening villains. The pigs seem stupid and weak. So not a strong villain. They're easily defeated.
I feel like everybody gets that underhand tossed character in the beginning, though. Like villain or obstacle to come over.
Why, we already saw Hachimaru take out this samurai.
Yeah.
The
But think of
samurais
it
are
this way.
strong.
Think of it this way. You had, and I get it's not the same, but in the episode 1 of Naruto, you had him take down a Jonin level ninja. Yeah. Granted, he did pull off the,
You're right.
Uzumaki barrage, blah, blah, but
It was a bit of luck on that one. Just like maybe, but I don't think it was luck for Hachimaru when he fought that samurai.
it was luck that he did seppuku in front of a,
It was lucky that he was a chosen one.
yeah, it was destiny for all that to be set up for him.
Right. What would you think of the pig villains?
I thought they're laughable.
Right. And the way they're defeated with Hachimaru and Nanashi both holding onto the sword and slashing down, I wasn't too much of a fan of that. It was cool artwork.
Yeah, it was
I like the
a
picture.
whole lot of friend power going on in that.
Yeah, it's too much like two guys holding hands together and power friendship will take them down.
Yeah.
So
random.
Yeah, so villains were weak for me in chapters 2 and 3, and the characters were a little weak for me in 2 and 3. I still think chapter 1 was solid, and it still has potential from there.
Really, for me, what saved chapter 3 was that cliffhanger with Damaru.
Yeah, we get a big question at the end of chapter 3.
Yes.
Daruma. Daruma asks...
Daruma.
So he's intrigued by Hachimaru's father. He says, "Where did you get that samurai soul? Who are you? And who is Hachimaru?" And that was a big question. I really like that they ended with that, and I'm interested to see where this is going to go. Is Hachimaru's father a former samurai? Is he connected to the samurai? Was he a bushi? There's so many different ways this could go.
And also notice that it's his father and just his father. So with that being said, his mom could very well be that nameless samurai that we are missing in question.
Oh, yeah.
So that samurai soul could belong to his mother, which would, explain some sort of way why he was born with this deficiency from the get-go. Because he said, ever since he's been born, he's been having to be connected to these life tubes. Maybe that could have something to do by being born part cyborg.
Right. That is a very interesting thought. We don't know where his mother is. We've heard nothing about her. So that could be.
It could be.
That could be. Other good questions that we need answers to are Daruma's body. How did he lose it? Is there a way to get it back? So we'll find that out. Probably coming up soon. That'll be a big question throughout the series. And a big question for me is about the space whales. Are they alive, or are they just mechanized spaceships?
And what other animals can we see that could be potential spacecrafts?
Yeah.
I'm looking to see a zebra.
All right, y'all. We want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to like, subscribe, hit notifications. We will catch y'all in the next video.
Yeah, thank you for watching. Keep it up.